2, 1. Hi everyone, welcome to this is like a kind of like a freestyle flow. I'm going to blend in a whole bunch of different movements for you for this class. So anything from pulsing, from squatting, from moving a little more dynamically, but always trying to work towards activating and finding control even if you're moving a little bit faster. So we're going to just start with our regular warm-up on all fours for the wrists, circling just to the right a few times. Hope you guys are doing all right at home, taking care of yourselves. Well, you obviously are taking care of yourself if you're doing this class. If you signed up for this subscription, thank you so much. Coming forward and back. Got a lot of dust on my mat. Taking the hands out to the sides, just rocking right to left. This flow is going to be a little bit spicier. Well, they're all kind of spicy, but this one's going to be real spicy. Forward and back, I look forward to moving my own body, actually. These videos have really held me accountable to doing my own practice. Sitting into toe stand, bringing your knees together. Again, always just opening up into the arches of your feet. Interlace the fingers. Exhale, press forward. Inhale, pull the arms up. Do this a few times. As always, if you feel like something's not suitable for your body, you know what to do. Modify. Don't do it. Pull the arms up, hold for a few seconds. See if you can lift the shoulders up a little bit more. Straighten out the arms. Taking your hands down on either side of your thighs, flying integration. We'll just do one for today's class. Lift your knees up. Pressing the floor away as you round into the upper back. Find protraction in the upper back. The shoulders, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Downward dog. A little bit of animalistic movement as you start to wake up the legs, the hips. Rolling forward into a high plank. Rolling yourself back into a downward dog. 2 or 3 of these. Lots of breath. Articulating more parts of your spine. 1 more. Staying in your high plank, or take the push-up. Lower your knees and your forearms. Hope you guys are starting to really enjoy this variation. Downward dog, exhale. 1 more time. Roll forward, articulate the spine. Take the push-up. Lower the knees and the forearms. Pull your body through. Downward dog. Take the right leg to the sky. Right knee to the outside of your arm. Without lifting your palms, set your right foot to the right pinky. Take the hands in front of you, pull your chest forward. Lower your hips. Exhale, draw your hips back. Straighten the legs. 1 more full cycle. Exhale, draw the hips back. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Left foot steps to the side of your mat. Active squat. Bending your knees. Taking your arms up. Sink your hips deeper. Straighten the arms. You know what you're doing. Smile. You're like, F off. I don't want to smile right now. Take your hands to your heart as you exhale. Sweep the arms overhead. Inhale. Active squat. Exhale. Plant the palms. You can either step back or hop back. 1 push up. Lower the knees and the forearms. Upward dog. Activation of the legs. Downward dog. Left leg lifts up. Inhale. Knee to the outside of the arm. Finding hip flexion. Hamstring engagement. Set the foot, pull the heart forward. Exhale, draw the hips back. 1 more inhale. Find expansion. And exhale. Chest comes forward, inhale. Right foot to the side of your mat. Just nice, strong, stable, power position. Taking those arms up. Quadriceps are feeling it, but can you find a way to engage more of the glutes? Lifting the arms up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale to stand. Inhale. Pull your arms up. Exhale, squat. You know what to do. Step or hop into your modified Vinyasa. Upward dog into downward facing. Awesome. Take a couple of breaths. Right leg to the ceiling. Right knee to the outside of the arm. Step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Oh shit, I just lifted my palm. No good. Pull the arms forward and lift your chest up. Find activation of your back leg as you stabilize into your hips. Visualize your right heel being pulled back towards your left toes. Keep engaging into the left glutes. 30%. Find the Goldilocks. Not too much, not too little, just right. Side lunge or Skandasana. So bending into your left knee. Arms can do whatever you feel you need to do right now. They can go forward, add a little spice. You can go out to the side, a little bit of spice. You can go onto your legs, onto blocks, or just onto the floor. We're just going to be here to open up into that right inner thigh. I'm going to find a lift through the lower abdominals to support the low back. Lots of breath. We're going to come into what we called a Cleopatra Lunge in our teacher training. So back into that lunge position, planting into your left hand, spin to the outer edges of your feet. You're welcome to move this right foot back a few inches. Lift the hips up. Fire up into this right outer hip and then swing that right arm forward. Lean the spine back as you start to really turn the right ribs up towards the sky. Please check in with the rhythm of the movement in your shoulder here. You're going to lower your hips, reach that right arm back. Inhale, lift the hips, reach it forward. How far can you go? Exhale. Inhale. One more. Holding the reach over. So really pulling your body in opposite direction here. Grounding down but lifting up for 5, 4, 3, 2. Take the right hand to the floor. Find your way back into a down dog split. Right leg lifts up. And come into a fallen star. Kick the right leg out as far to the side, as far up towards the top corner of your mat as you can. And then with all your might, lift your hips up, swing the left arm overhead. So we're just really leaning in to our end range here, finding stability. Holding 4, 3, 2. To the best of your ability, see if you can lift your right foot up without moving it back. 5, 4, oh my gosh, 3, 2, down dog split, nice and easy. Take the right leg up. Roll to the knife edge of your left foot. Right foot lands into a wild thing variation. You're going to continue that movement, that rotation, sitting down onto your butt, your sit bones. Taking your hands down to frame the left shin. You're going to do 10 pulses here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the last one. 10, 9, 8. Point the toes. Find more activation in the leg. Hug this right knee in. 5. Reach forward with your hands. 2 and 1. Returning to wild thing. Press into the left hand. Reach the right arm overhead. Make your way forward into a 3-pointed plank. Take a breath. Exhale, push up. You know where to go. Vinyasa. You can always switch these from vinyasas to the variations that you love. Left leg lifts on the inhale. Left knee to the outside of your arm. Do not lift your palm. Step your foot down. Pulling your hands out as far in front of you as you can. Keeping your chest lifted. Finding activation within this expansion. Wrap the triceps in. Activate the right glute. Take a moment to listen to your breath. Notice if it feels a little wonky. Wonky is good, guys. Wonky is super good. You just do you. The best way you know how. Hold it 4, 3, 2. You're going to come to Skandasana, side lunge. Bending into the right knee. Finding stability. Activation. Arms either in front, out to the side, or simply on blocks. Or soup cans. Soup cans work really well. That's if you were able to find soup cans. Too soon? So, coming back into your Cleopatra Lunge. Rolling to the knife edges of your feet. Reach the left arm overhead. Lower your hips, reach that left arm back. And then go for your full range as you reach over, creating almost like a half moon shape in your body. And reach it back. A couple more, reach it up and over. And reach it back. See if you can come a little more fluid in the movement. Reach. Holding 3. Smiles are always good. Especially if you have family or kids running around you. Dogs are great. Dogs are great for yoga. Take the left hand down. Down dog split, nice and easy. Lift the leg. A big, wide variation of your fallen star. Seeing if you can bring that left foot right up towards the corner of your mat. Swinging the right arm overhead. Leaning into your end range here. Stabilizing the legs. Reaching the spine back slightly. And then see if you can, without very little movement, lift your left foot up. 4, 7. I'm pretty sure it was 10 on the other side. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Slow movement back into down dog split. Wild thing. Rolling to the knife edge of the right foot. Set the left foot down softly. What can you take from this pose in this moment? And then coming down to seated. Hugging this left knee in, framing the right shin with your hands. 10 pulses. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, holding at 10, 9. No one said this was going to be easy. Point those toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fake it, even if it's hurting. Nice and easy. Lift that left leg. 3-pointed plank. Take your push-up. Modify your vinyasa. Knees, forearms down. We'll find your control. Downward dog. Exhale. As always, articulating into the spine as you roll yourself forward into a high plank. And then roll yourself back into a downward facing dog. Do that 2 more times. Roll forward. Integrating breath with movement. Exhale. And 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale, take it back. Inhale, roll forward into a high plank. You're going to take 1 push-up or hold your plank. Good. Take it back, downward facing dog. Right heel lifts to your right glute. Bending into the right knee, take the right knee to the outside of that right arm. Step the right foot to the pinky finger. Pull your chest forward. Exhale, lower your hips, or draw your hips back rather. Inhale, pull the hips forward. Exhale, draw it back. Come forward, step the left foot to the side of your mat. Bend your knees as you take your arms up. Sinking deeper into your hip flexion. Lifting your arms a little bit higher. Take the hands to the heart center as you exhale. Sweep your arms overhead. Inhale. Come back down into your squat. Exhale. Plant the palms. Step or hop back into a push-up. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Left heel to your left glute. Knee to the outside of the arm. Stepping the foot forward. Inhale. Chest up. Hips back. Inhale. I'm not sure if we did two. We'll do two on the side. And back. Pull it forward. Step the right foot to the side of your mat. Squat on that exhale or inhale. Holding 3, 2, hands to your heart, breathe out. Sweep up, inhale. Back to your squat as you exhale. Plant the palms, step or hop into a push-up. Downward facing dog. Good. You're going to take 3 hops to come into your active squat. So it can just be simple heel to butt hops, or it could be a handstand. Hold into your squat, take your arms up. About a 10-second hold. Last 4. Lift the arms higher. 3, 2, bring the hands down to the floor. Take Bakasana, knees to the backs of the triceps. Holding for 10 seconds. An unwavering gaze. Lightheartedness. Playful. And then seeing if you can jump back into a low plank with the exhale. Push up plank to downward dog. Right heel to your glute. Knee to your chest. Step the right big toe to the right thumb. Lower the left knee down. Take your arms up into a low lunge. You want to try and lift the front of the belly up towards the sternum to deepen the sensation into your left hip. And then coming into half splits, unsupported. Straighten out the right leg. Tip the body forward, reach the arms back. A little bit of retraction in the shoulders. Coming into a high crescent lunge, lifting the back knee up as you take the arms overhead. Again, cinching into the midline here, broadening into the back ribs. Take a breath in, and then take the hands down to the floor, high plank. Take your push-up, downward facing dog. Left heel to your glute, knee to the chest. Without lifting your palm, step your left foot forward. Low lunge on the breath in. Again, find lift within the extension. Contract in to expand out. Pushing into your left heel a little bit harder. And then finding the instability as you take the hands back. Push down harder into your left heel. Pull your chest forward. Straighten the elbows. Come into a high lunge. Lift the right knee up. Take the arms to the sky. Take your hands down to the floor with control. Step back. High plank. Maybe it's a push-up. Into downward facing dog. Exhale. Pause. Take a few deep breaths. Again, 3 hops to get into your squat. Option to hold a handstand. And then see if you can land in your squat very lightly. Take your arms up. It's really challenging teaching and doing the class because I have a microphone and I'm super aware of my breath just being like, ah. But it's all right. We're all breathing together, right? Sit your hips lower. You know where we're going? We're going to Bakasana, crow pose. Take the hands to the floor. Elevate your feet. Become playful, curious. You know where we're going. Jump back into that push-up. That one's not easy. Downward dog. Right heel to your glute. Knee to your chest. Right big toe to the right thumb. Low lunge brings you up. Unsupported Hanumanasana takes you back. High lunge brings you up. And then we'll twist over the right shoulder, an unleveraged twist. So I'm going to start to weave in elements of the Awakening series for you here, just to bring all the bits and pieces together. Tip your sternum to the ceiling. Try to keep your arms in one line. Pull the shoulder blades together, bend deep into the right knee. You can do this. And then take both of your hands down to the floor. Standing splits. You take both hands around the right calf. If you want a little bit more spice, you can take handstand hops. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, stepping back, high plank. You know where you're going. One push up and downward dog. Left heel to your left glute, knee to your chest. Start in Anjaneyasana. Find fluidity in the movements. Take the arms up. Again, contract in to expand out. Exhale, twist. Notice how you're breathing, what you're thinking about. Tip your spine back. Just a little bit of a lift into the sternum, into the rib cage for 4, 3, 2. Taking both of your hands down to the floor. Standing split. Both hands around the left calf to make it more interesting. Or handstand hops. Keep your legs strong and straight. 5, 4, 3, 2. Landing it slowly. High plank. One push up. Downward dog. Exhale. Again, 3 hops to get to the top of the mat, or hold handstand. Handstand, by the way, is a little easier than hopping. Into your squat. Again, whoo, 3rd time's a charm, right? I think this is our 3rd one. So trying to pull the front lower abs in, lower abdominals, reaching through the fingertips with intensity. Sit deeper. 5, 4, 3. Arms up higher. 2. Hands to the heart center. Stand up. Gotcha. Take your arms up. Big breath in. Hands come down to the heart center. Exhale. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Sit down into a figure 4. Again, take your arms up. See how low you can bring your hips, working into a deeper range. Again, you want to really bring those arms up even behind the ears, if possible. Take your hands to your heart center. Making things a little more interesting here, you're going to start to twist to the left, taking the right elbow to the right foot. Seeing if you can rotate the left ribs up towards the sky. Be playful, have fun. Take your time here as you come back up to where we started the journey. Woo! Instability is good, right? Lift your right knee. Take your right leg extended behind you. Find a bent knee, warrior 3. but extend the right leg. Really pull your crown, your head away from your tailbone. Hands can go where you want them to go. Overhead is going to be harder. To your heart, a little bit easier. Or even soup cans. Holding 5. Fight the fight here, guys. 3, 2. Taking the hands down to the floor. Step the right foot back, followed by the left. So you got 1 plank to push up to downward dog. Exhale. Right away, you have 3 hops or a handstand hold to get into your active squat. Active squat when you're ready. If you are in a handstand hold, you could start to substitute the squat with a handstand. So even using the wall and holding for 5. A little lower, guys. 4. Oh gosh. 3, 2. Hands to your heart. Stand. Legs are feeling it. Reach up. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Switching sides. Left ankle over your thigh. Start your journey. Taking the arms up. My back is feeling it big time, so all along my spine, the extensors are working. My QLs are contracting to keep my spine upright here. Not a bad thing. Take the hands to the heart. Any capacity that you need. Start to twist. Elbow connects with your foot. Good. Enjoy the instability if you fall out. It's part of the process, right? Soften into the back of your mouth, your jaw, small space. Where can you find more freedom, more spaciousness? Slow evolution back up to standing here. Lifting your left knee. Taking your left leg back. Finding your bent knee, warrior 3. So bending into the right knee. Dropping out that left hip to square the pelvis. And then you decide where you take those arms. For 5, 4, 3. Unwavering gaze for 2. Hands come down, step back. You have 1 push-up into downward facing dog. Exhale. Take your right heel to your right glute. Right knee comes forward to your chest. And you lower your right shin onto the mat. Kick your left leg up. Exhale, bring your left knee to your chest. See if you can hover your right shin off the mat as you round into your back. Inhale, extend your left leg. Exhale, lift your right shin. Soft compression in the front of the body. 1 more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw in, holding. Step your left foot to the top of your mat. Set up for warrior 2. Exhale to lunge deeper. Actively drawing your left hip back and your right hip slightly forward. Kicking your right toes in slightly to create more stability in the low back. Lunging deeper. Hope you're enjoying the subscription. Thank you for joining me. You're like, you can thank me later, start counting. I'm doing this with you guys, so we're good. So following suit to the Awakening Yoga series, right hand to the mat, slow as you can. Come into your variation of side plank. It could be just a normal side plank. You could do a wild thing, or you could do the crazy variation where you hover your left shin off the mat. Get a nice slow transition to the top of your mat. Take as much time as you can. See if you can touch your big toe first. Finding side angle. Left forearm to your thigh, circling your right arm overhead. Adding the spice you like so much, reach both arms forwards. Good. Strong and straight. For 4. Turn the right ribs up, left hip back for 3. For 2, reach back, reverse warrior. Find length of the side body. Trikonasana, straighten out the front leg. Option to shorten your stance. Reach forward. Both arms circle overhead. So the sequence is a lot of back and a lot of side body, as you can tell. Holding 4. Press your hips forward just a little bit as you lean the spine back for 2. And what is the sequence without a half moon action? So bringing your left hand towards the floor and stacking your hips. See if you can hover your left hand off of the mat. Find your instability. Right arm can go wherever you need it to be for 4. For 3. 2. 5 seconds to step back into warrior 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, bang. Take your hands down to the floor. 1 push-up. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Good. Left heel to your glute. Knee to your chest. Lower your left shin down. Pick up your right foot. Exhale, right knee to your chest. Hover your left shin. Extend back. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Stepping that right foot to the top of your mat. Set up for warrior 2 on the other side. So finding the strength of this pose, not just physically, but also mentally, emotionally, sourcing from it exactly what you need. Hope you're finding your rhythm, your flow. Lunge a little deeper. Maybe close your eyes, feel into the sensations. What's limiting you? What's motivating you? What's overwhelming you? Slow movement into your variation of your side plank. Slow transitions. Check in with the movements. Again, about 5 to 10 seconds to navigate your way back into your side angle. Big toe touches first. Gorgeous. If you didn't do it again. Side angle. So navigate the right hip back. Both arms extend. Elbows are straight. Wrap the triceps in. Rotate the left ribs up. Reach back, reverse warrior. Stay committed to the lunge. Straighten out the right leg, thank God. Drive your pelvis back, but also draw the right hip back. It's okay if your chest is coming down slightly, as long as your lower back feels safe and supported. Both arms overhead. And then from here, spiral the left ribs up without moving the pelvis. Pull up on the kneecaps. 3, 2, and then an unleveraged half moon pose. So lean the weight forward, itchy foot, and lift your left leg. Good. I speak through these classes, I swear I sound like I'm announcing golf or something. Like I'm a golf announcer, if that's such a word, such a thing. And today is a very sunny day. And Rory McIlroy is teeing up to hit his golf swing. Yeah, something like that. All right, 5 seconds to step back. 5, 4, 3, 2, bang. Take your hands down to the floor. Step back with control, high plank. You got 1 push-up. Into downward facing dog. Exhale. I take your right heel to your right glute. We're going to do a little bit of a different transition into crescent lunge. So you're going to do a kick into handstand with your right leg, but you're going to bring your right leg down, your right foot down to the right big thumb. So I'll do a demonstration for you. So kicking up with the right hand and then doing a little jump switch in the air. Do that about twice before landing into your lunge. 1 more. And then coming up into crescent lunge. Front lower ribs contract in. All smiles, all good vibes here in this house. I got neighbors looking at me right now. Don't you love online yoga? All right, tip your body forward. Keep the shape in the upper back, please. I even said please. Look at that. With all your might, try to pull your right heel towards your left toes. Draw your right hip back. Holding 4. Nice work, everyone. 3, 2. Hover your left hand off the floor. Take the right hand towards the left hand and see if you can twist up. Ooh. Right hip is feeling it. 5. Starting to speak in accents. 3, 2. Take your hands down to the floor. Drop your left knee to the mat. Thank goodness. Half splits. Don't get too excited here, guys. You're going to round into your back. You're going to see if you can lift your right foot up. Hold it there. 8, 7. You guys know I like this stuff. 5, 4. Oh gosh. 3, 2, and 1. Beauty. Take it back into a down dog split. You're going to roll to the knife edge of your left foot. Come into a true variation of Wild Thing. So my left leg is straight. Please be mindful of the rotation of your left shoulder. But you're going to come down to sit. I wish I was facing you. Take both hands, frame the left shin. You got 5 pulses up with this leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back into Wild Thing with control. Downward dog. Exhale. Left leg lifts. So again, you've got your 2 handstand kicks. Switching the feet. Try to do this with control. You can even pause the video and do it a few times. And then take your arms up. So yeah, if you can, pause the video, do that jump switch 5 times, and then come into your sequence and you'll feel your whole body is just buzzing. Just preparing myself mentally for what's coming up. All right, let's tip forward. Laser beam the spine towards the front of the room, or whatever room you're facing. If that's the front, now it is. Wherever possible, find stability, find activation, especially your back leg, your triceps. Lifting the belly. Fight the fight here, guys. Go a little deeper into your end range. Right hand hovers off the mat, left hand towards that right hand. Twist open to the best of your ability. Flirt with the mat. It's like, oh, I'm here. No, I'm not. I'm here. So you can find more activation in the upper back. Actively draw your left hip back. You can do anything you put your mind to, right? Lower your hands with control. Right knee lowers down. Draw your hips back. You know where we're going, right? Lift your left leg. Hold it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Crawl your way forward. And then come into a down dog split. Again, I've taken on my golf presenter voice. Wild thing. Sunny day here in Arizona. And slow movement to come down to sit. Take the hands to frame your right shin. And we have 5 pulses. 4, 3, 2, hold it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly come back. Down dog split, but make your way through wild thing. Downward facing dog, a few deep breaths.